Well, welcome back everyone. Last episode we were leaving Coromandel town and heading over the hill to beautiful Waikawa Bay, where we were going to spend the next 7 nights camping with some of our really close friends at this beautiful spot. So this episode is about camping in the bad weather, but it does improve and we go and do some really cool things. And one of those is heading up to Port Jackson, which is a great spot right at the top of the Coromandel Peninsula. We go up this big hill climb right outside of the camp. We jump over into Little Bay, which is literally the hill over from Waikawa Bay, and we do some great snorkeling over there. But before the bad weather, let's just look at how beautiful this beach is while it's still sunny.
Present comes from dreams. Up in a painted cup, I will paraglide across the sky. Let flowers and tiny hearts shaping a line in the cup of ours. So sweet like a honeybee can buzz around a honey tree. Up in a painted cup, right in the sky like a firefly.
Looks like it's a bit wet today. Well, this rain should be with us for the next few days, I think, but hopefully it's better than expected. So if you're watching from overseas, well, here's New Zealand, and we're camping on the beautiful Coromandel Peninsula. This area has a massive national conservation park with heaps of native forests and animals and wildlife stuff, and this is Waikawa Bay, where we are spending the next week. Alright everyone, it is time for Port Jackson. It's supposed to be raining today, but the sun is out, not in full force. There's a bit of wind around and a bit of cloud, but we're doing this little experiment today. We're putting our laundry in these buckets and hoping that driving down like 30 k's of gravel road is going to give them a bit of agitation and a bit of a wash. So hopefully we'll get a bit of clean clothing. They say it's a pretty gnarly road with some pretty big drop-offs into the ocean, so could be a cool adventure. Want to see if it's worth taking the caravan up there. So, we'll see you on the road. So from camp, we're heading over the hill at Waikawa Bay over and we're going up the coastal road to Port Jackson campsite at the top of the peninsula. So if the weather is a little bit average, this is definitely a great day trip.
We got time on our side, we're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
So this road should give you a good indication of how narrow it is, and if you're towing a big long caravan, it can get a bit tight at times. But it sure is a beautiful drive.
The time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong?
So this is Fantail Bay, which is a dock campground, so you can camp at this spot here. The ocean is just amazingly clear, but the campground's up in this area here, up in the hill. Someone's got a bus up there, so you can obviously get here in a bus.
That with you, I feel alive.
This area is amazing, eh? Look, got your little long drops, some beautiful palm trees, nikau palms, and all your pohutukawas. So me and Soph, we were super impressed with this campsite. It really was beautiful and the water was amazing. But that road is just really narrow, and driving up here, there was a lot of traffic on the road, and you're going to see coming up just how much more narrow the road gets, and it's a little bit dicey when there's a lot of cars coming on the other way.
I long for you so much I can find my way. And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You will be the last one I think about.
Although the road was narrow and windy, there were so many beautiful places to pull over and take photos or video.
When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you right here. And I swear that we got nothing to fear. It's a miracle that you and I are finally here.
And here we are at Port Jackson. We've made it. Man, what a stunning drive that was in here. Such a cool spot. The kids are all in the water living their best lives.
I was living my life.
You were living your life? This campground's pretty big. It goes all the way down there, all beachfront, beautiful. Or I guess in the trees here too, you can camp in these trees. There's plenty of water taps around, but they also boil water first. Yeah, also a lot of showers and toilets scattered around the place, so good facilities for somewhere so remote. Oh no, someone's shade sail's in the tree. The old one day is winning again. Let's see if I can get it down for them. They're not here.
So we have no idea whose shade sail this was, but it was completely wrecked. All the poles were bent and some of them were even snapped, and the sail itself had been ripped by the tree that it had landed on top of. So we did the kind thing, we packed it down for them, because there's nothing worse than coming back to your campsite even more destroyed than it currently is, right? And the wind still gave us a run for our money anyway.
What a bugger, eh? That is not what you want to come back to camp to find. If that was your campsite, let us know, or if you know who it was, it's time to tag them in a post, I think.
But then that predicted rain was starting to come on in, so it's time to head home. We had a great day venturing out, avoiding the rain at our own campground.
Alright, we are back and it is raining. Let's go and see how the laundry did and the buckets in the back of the truck.
Agitated from the washing head.
Looks pretty dirty.
Looks pretty gross.
So I was putting the laundry water into our rollaway grey tank because it's got chemical in the water.
So this is pretty much the leftovers of the bucket of my own washing from my running stuff. This is the kids.
We could probably put the awning out further, eh? Getting wet, Soph. Alright, Soph, what's your verdict so far on the laundry in the bucket?
I'm confident. We'll find out when we actually get the opportunity to dry it. Right now it's just sitting there in rinse water because what's the point in hanging it out when it's like this?
Well, the weather forecast was for rain and it is pouring down. It's dinner time in the campsite and everyone's settling in with their food.
This is just a little bit of minor precipitation. Should be over soon.
Sarah, what are you guys having for dinner tonight?
Chicken curry tonight, mate. Should be good.
Thought we'd give you a bit of an update. This rain is really coming down. Let's go and take a look.
So some of the tents in our camping area were already starting to get water running underneath them. And this was just the start of what was going to be a lot more heavy rain coming.
Ella, how's the weather today?
Absolutely crap. The weather report. Yes, let's look at the weather report. What are you talking about? It's not available. No.
It's really wet out there. What?
The kids probably imploded on the kids. We don't know.
Hey Aaron, your battery.
Oh my god.
So the campground was starting to turn into a bit of a lake.
What do you reckon, says?
I think I'm going to sleep in the car tonight.
No.
As this tent was now fully underwater, Soph had gone to the beach to get reception for the forecast.
What do you reckon, Soph? At?
The weather. The forecast.
And?
It's supposed to get worse.
When?
Tonight at 11.
Heavier?
Yeah, and then it's over.
There was definitely a lot more rain overnight, but we woke up to a much better day.
Alright, me and Justin are leaving the camp and we're heading up the hill. So this little hike starts across the road in the other camping ground. Alright, time for some beautiful New Zealand bush.
Traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Kenya. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone.
track is definitely overgrown in places, not everywhere, but some bits it's a bit bushy.
I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own.
The climb seemed never ending, but the view at the top is amazing. Was definitely a lot quicker going down. All up it took us 1 hour 35 to do the 8.5 kilometres.
I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road.
Alright, that was good fun. Glad to be back at camp. Time for a swim and something to drink. So there is a load of eels down in this creek, and the kids have been feeding them and trying to catch them. We'll go down and show you.
These eels have definitely got tame over the years, probably from everybody coming to feed them. The kids were even able to pet them.
Oh, here the ocean is near, but you dug a hole and buried my fear. And we scattered like trees, sometimes in line.
So after that horrendous night of sleep, everyone was pretty keen on having a bit of an afternoon nap to catch up.
Alright, me and Erin have come out to this rock to do a bit of surf casting. Hopefully we'll catch something out here. I did catch one kahawai today, which I didn't record, which we had for lunch. But beautiful sunset, about an hour to low tide. We'll bait up and see how we go. We're going to catch a marlin. Well, there's plenty of fish out there. We're losing our bait every cast. I've already caught 2 snapper, but they were throwbacks, they're only little. But what a beautiful evening, eh? Magic. The kids are just walking in now to come find us.
You can't put all things aside. There's no way out, and God knows I've tried.
Doesn't get much better than this, eh? Magic. Such a nice evening.
So say
Oh my god!
your tear, 'cause it's trouble by trouble by trouble by trouble now.
Hey guys, we've just jumped over the hill to Little Bay, which is probably like a bit of a holiday home area. They've got freedom camping just over here with the toilet, so you can freedom camp here. It literally is just a couple of minutes from Waikawa Bay, but look at this beautiful beach. So I've just grabbed my snorkel set. I'm going to take you guys for a snorkel with me out over there where it's calm, and hopefully we can see something cool over there.
Pretty stoked to see a reasonably big sized fish straight away. Now normally I get really freaked out about going out in the ocean where I can't touch the bottom, but I felt really safe. It was really hard to actually dive down. I just kept floating really good, and there was no big fish around. I was a little bit scared of sharks, but that was really cool. Heaps of kinners or sea urchins down on the rocks.
It's a bit sandy over where we were snorkeling just from the current, but when you're out here in the open water where there's no waves, it's just clean as. If you're ever lucky enough to come out to this campsite, it's definitely worth walking to the end of the beach where there's some cool, interesting things to check out, especially the river mouth and the big rock. What do you reckon, Jade? Good snorkeling in there, eh? This place is amazing, eh? What a spot to go camping.
Oh, it's so good.
So the video is not over yet. The kids are going to do a tour of the campground for you. But before that, we're off to McDonald Reserve next episode, which is on the other side of the Coromandel Peninsula where we had full and true beachfront camping. This place is really cool. It's going to be a good video. But also if you're new here and you've enjoyed this video, then check out a couple of the others and think about subscribing. We're trying to help this channel to grow. We just clicked over the 1,000 subscribers, so that's pretty exciting for us. But until then, here are the kids.
We're going to show you a bit of the camp. These toilets are shut to COVID-19. They are flushable toilets, but they were closed due to COVID-19. The long drops are open. They've got a lot of space in here. Yeah. There's also this little shop that you can get some stuff for camping if you run out of stuff that you need. And there's also little treats like ice blocks and lollies.
At least to stay alive, and the time that we share makes it all worthwhile.